Hey guys, so in this video I'll cover some more advanced options when it comes to formatting your worksheet, and I'll start off with advanced border options. So I'm going to highlight the range 820 to I believe it's at N33, and this is the range for the California workshops here. And I'm going to right click and then click on Format Cells to bring up the Format Cells dialog box and go to Border tab, and that'll give me a lot of options. So you see we have a little bit more options than we do in the normal border menu. And this is where I would go if you want to add some more border options, or the ones that you're instructed to put in on your MOS exam isn't there. So try the Format Cells dialog box under the Border tab. I'm going to pick a double border and then choose Outline and press OK. And then I'll show you what that looks like. So just some advanced option when it comes to borders. So this really separates the California workshops from the rest of them, just to be clear which numbers belong to which location. And then all I'm going to do is just do the same process for the other locations as well. Right click, Format Cells, and then Format Cells dialog box comes up, and then I can add all the necessary changes. So I'm going to do that for really quickly for each location. And that way we can separate all the locations and make sure the numbers don't get mixed up. So now we'll go to Applying Cell Styles, which is in the Home tab under the Styles gallery. And if you run your mouse over all of them, you can kind of get a live preview of each one. And for the sales statistics in B4, we're going to choose the title style. So be careful, you know the difference between a style, which comes with different font colors and borders, like preset ones, versus like just a normal cell color. So then we'll add another cell style, the accent 4 one, to the range B5 to F5. So we'll accent 4. We'll add some color to it. So that's a style, a cell style. And then we'll also add the title style to the 2017 monthly gross sales as a title. And now I'm going to show you how to use the Format Painter in Excel. So notice the Morning Bean title. We want to copy the same style that we use on the documentation sheet. So first I'll highlight A1 and A2 and then click Format Painter, and that's sort of like similar to copying the format. And now I'm going to click in A1 to paste the format to the cells A1 and A2, and then we get a similar format, except we change the color on the morning. So I'm going to click to edit it and then just change it manually. All right, and you can also do that for a bigger range of cells as long as they have the same sort of dimensions. So we see this range here from B4 to F12. I can just click Format Painter once and then just click B14, and that same formatting style will be applied to the cells below because we have the same dimensions. So that's just a really quick way to copy formatting onto a different formatting group. And then now we'll just manually make some changes from the range C23 to F23, just because they don't really match anything that we've done in the other numbers. And now we can talk about finding and replacing text and format. So if you're used to Word, you might be used to finding and replacing text. What we want to do here is change the short form of the streets and change them to the long form. So change the abbreviation to the normal form. Let's say we don't want to use abbreviations like AV. Instead we want to use Avenue, so we're going to do find. And then replace with and type in Avenue. So this is in the Find and Replace dialog box. And so we're going to say replace all. There's 3 replacements, so that's good. And then this is, again, a lot like Word. So Find and Replace is under the navigation tool on the right side of your screen when you open Excel or Microsoft Word. And if you type in what to find first and then go to the Replace tab, you can find words and then replace them. So that saves us a lot of time instead of manually going to each street name and then replacing them. That would take way too long to do. So instead I can say find what, and then replace it with what I want to replace it with. This one didn't recognize DR because it's uppercase, which means doctor. So lowercase dr is what we want to find, and then replace it with drive. Okay, but you can also look for formatting styles and then also change them. So that's kind of nice. So if we've made a bunch of, under the Find and Select drop arrow, just go to Replace instead this time. And we're going to click options. So we're going to give more replacement options. Don't do what I did. Remember to delete what's ever in find what and replace what. But in the formatting drop arrow, we're going to click format. So we're going to look for a format. This is the one we want to find. So we want to identify the formatting where the font is white and the fill color of the cell is gold accent 4. So that exists. You can see it on the left side of my screen. That California, this is the formatting that we're looking for. Okay, so that's the one we want to find. And now we have to do the format of what we want to replace that with. So let's say we like the background fill of the gold accent 4. So we still want to keep that. But we want to change the font. Maybe make it look a little bit different. And yellows and blues go really well together. So it kind of contrasts well, a yellow and a blue. And so we're going to choose that for the text fill, so the font color. And just make sure, take out the find what, place with. So we have we'll find the original formatting, and then we see 16 replacements. So we've done a lot of that formatting, and we're going to just replace it easily with this new formatting with the blue text font. Press OK, and you see some of it there in the two ranges from B5 to F5. And then also remember that for next time, you want to clear the format. So just in case, clear the format for next time in case you want to find and replace something else. So you can do that in the find and replace dialog box. And now we're going to quickly talk about themes. So you can change the theme of your Excel worksheet by page layout. Click on the themes drop arrow on the left side, and we're going to change the theme. And you'll notice some of the colors change. Remember that if you chose a standard color, the color won't change, but if you chose a theme color, it'll change when the theme is changed. So yeah, some of that yellow has changed because that was a gold accent color. That's a theme color. Now we're going to do conditional formatting. This is where part of your worksheet will change based on rules that we put in. So there's so many different rules we could put in. So we'll just cover a little bit of them. I'm going to highlight these two ranges. And what we're going to do is try and look for anything below 0. We're going to highlight with red. So to do that, go to the conditional formatting drop arrow, highlight, and search. These are all the options you can do. I know the MOS exam likes to use icon sets, so or your geometrics training. So that's where you'd find it. And they like to do 3 flags, which green is the highest number, red is the lowest, yellow is like a medium number. So that's where you would find those icon sets. And we're just going to stick to the highlight cell rules, the top option. And we want to find anything that's less than 0. So we're going to click less than. This is a number that I was using on a different worksheet. So we actually want to find, so if we're going to find negative numbers, we want to find ones that are less than 0. And red is a good option. Usually when it's a negative number, it's shown in red, and if it's a positive, it's shown in black. So red is great to show for a negative number, and we see anything above, below 0 is highlighted in red. So now that's a conditional formatting. So just to show you what conditional formatting is, we change the number in our cell beside customer served, and now it's a positive number in the bottom range. And the formatting goes away. So that's what conditional formatting means. You change something, the formatting will change as well, or highlight certain cells you want to highlight. Now I'm going to highlight this huge range, and we're going to apply some conditional formatting to identify the top 10%. You can do that here using a quick access tool button. And the problem is when you click this, it doesn't give you a lot of options. So we're going to press escape to get out of here because we want to add, you don't want to show your top 10% in red. You want to show that it's a positive number. And we go to the top 10% in conditional formatting, and we change the color to green because we want it to show a positive number. It's our top 10, our biggest sales. And if you zoom out, you can see sort of a trend with the green numbers. And this is nice with conditional formatting. It can show you trends, and we see that the trends are in the summer months or towards the summer, they're their biggest sales. And now we're going to insert a legend in this cell. So if you want to insert a legend, you can to show what this conditional formatting means. I'm going to type in top 10% in sales and then right align it. And then we can kind of, so this is our label. And then in the next cell, we're going to type in green And then this is a different kind of conditional formatting where you can select text, and whenever that text is shown, the color will activate. So to do that, if you want to do something like that, go to Highlight Cell Rules, text that contains green, and obviously we want to change it to green. Okay, but you can do that for a lot of things. If you want certain words to be highlighted in a certain color, that's how you would do it. So that is it for this training video for Excel. I'll be uploading one about printing very soon. Also, I'll be uploading a video series, a 7-part series on how to do well on the MOS Excel 2016 exam. That's going to culminate with a video that's very similar to my MOS Word and PowerPoint videos. So that's 8 videos to help you train for that MOS Excel 2016 exam, and that'll be up within about 2 weeks. So pay attention for that, but while you're waiting, check out these videos, and if you haven't already, remember to subscribe, and thanks for watching.